You have just laughed at it. You laughed at Shintoism. That's what you did. It's worse than Japan. It's outside. Like the Jews. The Jews. If you do Islam, do that in your Islamic country. I go to hell because I don't believe in Christians.
That's what Jesus Christ said.
This is me arguing with British men who claim that all Japanese will go to hell at anti-globalism event before election.
建前だという言葉があります。それ自体罪です。
Excuse me. Yeah, where are you from?
From UK.
From UK.
UK, yeah.
You live in Japan right now.
Yeah, I lived in Japan for nearly 20 years now.
20 years, and then you're spreading the gospel.
This is the gospel of Christ, yeah.
You know, like, don't you think that you should spread the Bible in UK? Because UK is fucked.
Yeah,
You know, UK is fucked. They're gonna be an Islamic country. Why are you doing it in Japan? My question.
I love Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
I chose to live here. It's a good country. It's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
I have kids here.
Yeah.
I want to bring them up in Japan because it's safe.
Yeah.
Because people are respectful.
Yeah.
And I like it. But they don't know Christ.
And then,
And if they live a great life here,
Yeah.
they have a nice, safe life, comfortable life.
Yeah.
In the end,
Yeah.
if they die in their sin,
Yeah.
they go to hell.
I know, but the thing is, UK is a Christian country.
No, it's not.
No, used to be a Christian country.
It has a Christian history.
It's Christian history, and right now it's fucking Islamic country.
It's
like,
fallen. It's fallen.
look,
to the
let me
bottom.
just something. Right, like in the future, I'm gonna have a power in here in country. If you come to Japanese community, you have to assimilate.
Yeah.
You cannot bring Christianity in Japan
And right.
because this is our territory. We used to be like Shintoism for like 2,700 years.
Yep.
Like you coming here because of safety, but at the same time you want to bring your culture to Japan. It's kind of disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
If you know what I mean.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
I think I respect Japanese culture. I
Exactly.
should assimilate as much as I can.
Yes.
And if it was a question just of culture, then I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't believe this is culture. If I'm trying to bring the UK culture, I'll say,
Yeah.
I think you should all speak English. I think you should all read my books. I think you should all behave like I behave. Then I think that's disrespectful.
Yeah. Okay.
But this isn't UK culture. This is from Israel. This
Israel,
is the God
yeah.
of the world.
Yeah.
This is everybody's God. It's your God. It's my God. It's Japan's God. It's the UK's God. Everybody in UK doesn't recognize it anymore. They're all atheists. This is not UK culture. This is truth. So you can put any culture on this that you want to. You can build churches that look like temples.
Yeah.
You can wear kimono to church. You could sing in Japanese. You can sing songs that sound
Yeah.
Japanese. I don't care about that. As long as you believe that the one true God is Jesus Christ and he came to this earth to die for everyone in the world, then that's fine.
The thing is, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Look,
it's not. It's
it
true.
is a religion anyway. It's a religion.
truth, but from your perspective, I understand.
Yeah, but exactly. But the thing is, in the world, you can choose. There's one God, okay?
Yep.
Creator of universe.
Yep.
You can take Islamic path, Christian path, Jewish path. There's many ways. You cannot deny that Christianity is one way. I think it's beautiful. I have like a Christian viewers a lot. I respect Christ.
I've seen you on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. I love
I watch your
love
videos.
Christianity. By the way, I read Bible sometimes.
Yeah.
The thing is, only thing is, it's different. It's different.
Okay,
It's
what's
like,
different about it? Tell me what's different about Christianity.
for example, like we worship God through nature, and then our country is more safe than UK.
Yep.
Exactly. You guys fail to protect your country with the Christ or the cross, the cross army, the army. You guys failed to protect your country, and then you come here, oh, the Christian, like, oh yeah. Look, I love UK. Make UK Britain again. Like that's what you gotta do. If you have the balls to do this kind of thing, protect UK. It's my dream to go to UK and to see the Great Britain. It's not there anymore. It's fucking Islamic, like Muslims doing
I completely
that.
agree with you. And
Yeah,
people Christians in the UK have dropped balls.
no balls.
But that's what you're saying. So I'm going to go back a little bit.
Yeah.
You said Christianity here we worship nature. We worship God through nature. All this stuff, and
Yes,
Japan is a great
yes,
country.
yeah.
I agree with the second part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's got nothing to do with because you're worshiping nature. So the way I see Japan is the best society that man has ever produced.
Yeah.
Okay, it's respectful, it's good, it's clean.
Yeah.
All of this is great.
Yeah.
But you haven't fixed the problem of man's heart.
What?
You haven't fixed the problem of man's heart. Man's heart is full
Yeah.
of sin, right? What you have in Japan, you have scaffolding that stops people from committing terrible crimes.
Yeah.
You have very good system.
Yeah.
You have respect for the police.
Yeah.
You have people watching watching each other all the time. You have a lot of social pressure to behave well.
Yeah.
So if someone drops litter, they worry, oh no, everybody's watching me.
yeah.
So there's a lot of guardrails that stop people misbehaving.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah.
It's very clever.
Uh-huh.
But what you haven't done is taken away the problem inside someone's heart. Because if you take Japanese people outside of Japan, you leave them there for 10, 20, 30 years, they stop behaving like Japanese and they start behaving like
we
them.
do.
They do.
There is like immigrants to Germany. Our like rate of like criminals are the lowest, 0.1%. Japanese are the lowest crime rate in Germany.
Okay, but
it is
one
the
or two generations later, what happens?
I don't know. Right now we're seeing. But the thing is,
no, we know what happens.
Like, the thing is, how do we know? Okay.
We know what happens because you have Nikkei Brazilian,
Oh yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then they come back to Japan, everybody say they behave.
Because they're not educated by other Japanese.
Okay.
We have like
that's what I'm saying.
Japanese belief, Japanese education system. If you educate them that way,
Okay.
then Japanese people are gonna be like good
Okay.
boys, like without
Let
crimes.
me ask you a bit of a
Like
a bit of a
Japanese-
mean question.
Okay.
Why is teenage suicide rate so high in Japan?
Because Japanese traditional values are going down because of the liberals. Exactly the same reason.
How is liberalism destroying? It's not.
exactly the same reason UK is falling is coming to us, but it's less.
That's
it is.
nonsense because the Japanese
How is it-
suicide rate is higher, and not only that,
Yeah.
the amount of time.
Yeah.
UNICEF report said the amount of time that Japanese parents spend talking with their children
Yeah.
is less than half an hour per week.
Yeah, because now there's gender equality. Women has to work. I'm preaching. It's a I do have
Because
conservative
we've had gender
ideas.
equality. No, I agree with you.
I
We've
do have
had- but that would make sense if in the UK we had the same
Yeah.
problem, but we don't.
What do you mean?
People talk to their children, their families in the UK.
No, I didn't know. I don't know.
What you have is Japanese
Yeah.
societal pressure. Kids have to do it, go to the juku, they have to go to the cram school,
Yeah.
they have to do this, they have to do that, otherwise they're not going to be excellent Japanese citizens.
Yeah.
There is pressure. Kids at school, they go to school all day and then afterwards they go to the bukatsu afterwards for like 3 or 4 hours, 4 or 5 times a week. The system makes sure they have no time with their parents and everybody says, oh, this is great because we're making them good Japanese citizens. What do you
Yeah.
do? Destroying the family.
I know.
Is he saying that Japanese automatically equals good? Like if you're Japanese,
Yeah.
you automatically equal a good person.
No. No, the thing is, we have system. Right.
Very
I
good
know.
system.
Our
Excellent
system is not perfect.
No, but it's
I know we have a problem in the system, then we have to like find a solution. But that's not definitely not bringing other people's culture.
I agree with
I
you.
know.
I agree with you.
Because I like Christianity. I know that Christian also can like apply to Japanese culture.
yeah.
I know. But the thing is, we can find our way. And there is nobody's position to talk to us like, you have a problem, this is the way as a Christian or as a foreigner. I have a system. We Japanese have to find a way. I'm telling you, if you live in Japan,
Yeah.
what you're doing is very disrespectful. I'm telling you. I'm sorry to say.
Well,
It is.
There's a king. There's a king of Japan. You realize that, right?
Emperor, right?
No, king. King.
The king what?
His name's Jesus.
In Japan.
Yes.
No,
So Jesus is the Lord of Japan, and in fact, we're doing actually a great service to you.
How is he-
Because there's people here that don't know Jesus, and so here we are as messengers of the King Jesus to tell you, listen, there's a problem, and it's a big problem. It's not immigration, it's not taxation, it's not anything else except you and me and my heart that needs to be changed.
Right.
And the amazing good news is that King Jesus
Yeah.
can take that heart that is full of sin, full of deceit, full of sexual immorality, full of all the stuff that's in Kabukicho right now.
Where from?
From America.
Do that in America. Look, literally, there's Epstein fucking child.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's
But
worse than
here's-
Japan.
here's
It's
the thing.
Epstein.
Here's the
Like
thing.
the Jews. The Jews.
I can say that it is wrong.
And why are you doing this in Japan? I
Because
respect
God-
respect
because
Christ.
love- because-
he is a great person that teaches Japanese,
but-
Japanese or Americans. I know. But the thing is,
but
if you say he is the only,
But you don't.
he is the only one, that's not a way. There's many leaders,
No, no.
and I respect Jesus.
No, you don't.
but
You don't respect Jesus.
I do. I
No,
do.
You don't. No,
if
you
you bring
don't.
one, that's not the way.
No, you don't respect him. Because listen, Jesus Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And no one gets to the Father except through me. Jesus Christ says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. If you respect Jesus, you will take Jesus at his word. So like if you tell me something, I say, no, you don't, I don't
No,
believe you.
I
disrespected you.
I respect you, but that does not mean that I will listen to you everything. I take some part of your word, some part I don't. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm warning all of you because that's
Well,
like what you guys doing is exactly what Muslim does. Exactly, like Muslims.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Your country is getting fucked by Muslims. I hate it. If you do Islam, do that in your Islamic country, right? You have an Islamic country. Christians, then I respect you. You can do. Going to other country because of safety, and just this is the way, Jesus is the king, and pressing. This is Japanese conservative places.
Right.
They're all Shintoism people, by the way.
And they're gonna die in their sins without Christ.
And they're going to go to hell.
And we
I go to hell because I don't believe in Christians.
That's what Jesus Christ said. That's
So
what
again,
You guys come to Japan and living in Japan think that I go to hell just because I'm not Christian.
Listen, we're just the messengers, man. That's what Jesus Christ said.
I can't believe that. This is ridiculous.
Of course you can't believe
There's
it. because
one
your
thing that
because
you
your
cannot
heart is
say in Japan.
rebellion against God. That's why. You can't believe it because you're in love with your sin. You're in love
What
with
do you
your
mean sin?
You're in love with your pride. You're in love with, hey, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm the best. But here's the thing, Jesus Christ crushes that. What?
Yeah,
The fact is, listen, you need to humble. You need to humble
you too.
yourself.
You too. You have to humble yourself.
Humble
Great
yourself?
Christian nation with Christian values. I respect that. Keep that in your country, and we have our values.
No, man.
Okay.
You say me humble. You gotta humble too. You too. You too. This is Japanese country. This is our territory. Our values are the first. Japanese first. If you
Christ
understand.
first. Christ first. Christ first. Jesus first.
I know it won't change, but let me tell you something. If
We
it,
hope you will.
Huh?
That's the amazing thing. Our prayer is that you would change. Because listen, we want you in heaven. We want you to have a right relationship with the Lord. That's why we're out here.
this is ridiculous.
Why is it
No, no,
ridiculous?
we were here
Ridiculous.
because
It
we-
doesn't matter how much they are nice people. My great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, or all the people who spend time here in Japan,
Yeah.
spending their life to make Japan great, they all go to hell because they don't pronounce their God as Jesus. This is ridiculous. That I say, that way of thinking creates war.
No, no.
Because you
People's
only
hearts create war.
you
People's hearts create.
no, you create war because that will divide people. If you know one way of thinking will create a war, you keep doing that. That's satanic, I'll say. That's satanic. Your way of thinking will create war. You should respect other people's religion in the island, in the country.
You say you respect Christ, you say you respect Christian values.
Exactly.
Okay. But let me tell you, like he said, this is what Christ said, right? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the message of Christ. He said
Okay.
that himself about himself. He said, whoever believes in him is not condemned. So no judgment for someone who believes in Christ. But whoever does not believe is condemned already because he has not believed in the name of the only Son of God. Now this is not his opinion and his opinion, my opinion.
Yeah.
This is what Christ said about himself. So if I believe this and I really care about you and I don't want you to go to hell, I'm going to tell you, you have to believe in Christ. Now I know that creates problems. What about my grandfather? What about my grandmother? What about all these guys? They're nice. Yeah?
They go to hell, right?
Yeah? Why?
Bro, you're really mean.
No,
you
I'm not
shouldn't
mean.
be here in Japan.
I just
you
believe
shouldn't
God.
be. If you genuinely believe that way, you gotta fucking leave.
Would you prefer that we left you all to go to hell?
Huh?
Would you prefer that we just said, fine, you go to hell, we don't care?
You don't need to care because because the idea that you have is ridiculous.
But it's not my
What
idea.
if I say that if you don't believe in Shintoism, you go to hell?
I say you're wrong.
I say you're wrong, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna
we
win?
have disagreements. We have disagreements.
Where's the God of Shintoism? Where is it?
Huh?
Who is the God of Shintoism?
The creator of universe.
Who said? Where does it say that?
It is.
No, it's not.
It is. It
Where
is.
does it say that?
Huh?
Tell me where the God wrote to you and told you this is who I am.
We don't have a book.
You don't have a book. So you just
Exactly.
whatever you want. Like there's the God over there, and then it's like, oh, you come to
Oh,
this.
now you're laughing at it.
Come
You
to
have just laughed at it. You laughed at Shintoism. That's what you did.
not
Yes, you did.
No, not
Yes, you did.
He's
Yes,
Japanese,
you
by the way.
did.
He's Japanese, by the way.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, where are you from? Japanese. Huh?
Nationality. I have Japanese nationality.
You have Japanese blood? Then you're a foreigner then. You're a foreigner. It is. It is.
I don't care.
Anyway, what you just said was like making fun of Japan. That was such disrespect. You too, you too, you too.
Not at all.
It is. It is.
It's because we respect Japanese people that
We
I
love
want
Japanese people.
love Japanese
That's
people
why
enough
you see.
The fact
to tell
is,
people
listen,
to
we
wake up.
love Japanese people. We love Japan. That's why we're out here.
I know Christian people, in general, they're very nice people.
Right.
Except
So listen.
going to somebody's country and say we go to hell.
Okay, listen. If you're
That's the only
Okay,
problem.
let me ask you.
I can see in your eyes you're a very nice person. I can see it. Only that. Only that tiny part that destroys everything.
Here's the thing. Listen. If you're playing out in the street, right,
Yeah.
and there's a bus coming,
Yeah.
okay, would it be loving to say, well, you know, he's out in the street, so I think we'll just let him get hit by the bus? Or is the loving thing to do to go to you and say, dude, there's a bus coming. Listen, get out of the street.
But the bus is your idea. It's not the real.
Here's the thing. Love warns, and love rejoices in the truth. And the truth is, listen, we're going to die. That's it. We're going to die. It is appointed man once to die, and then comes the judgment. Well, what's going to happen to you after you die? Well, Christ, if you respect Christ's word, he says, listen, after death, there's going to be a judgment.
Exactly. That's what you think. That's what you think.
And listen,
that's what your book says.
It's not what we think. It's what we know. And the reason why we know it
How do you know
is
it?
because Jesus Christ said this.
It's in the book, and I respect it.
Let me explain. Jesus Christ said this. I'm going to die on a cross,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be buried, and in 3 days later, I'm going to rise from the dead. He said that.
Yeah.
And then guess what happened? He dies on a cross.
Yeah.
He's buried, and 3 days later, he rises from the dead. Now, here's the thing, man. If Christ did that, then his credibility is massive. So if he said, I'm going to live, I'm going to die, I'm going to rise again, and he actually does it, then everything he says about life, death, eternity, the problem, the solution, we trust him.
Exactly. He walked on the water, right?
Exactly.
So changed the water into wine. It's just amazing.
It is.
Which is amazing.
Then why won't, if you say, oh, that's amazing, then why won't
We
you?
have better consequence than your people. Our ideology, our system works better than your country,
But where?
especially UK.
What happens to your
as-
soul when you die?
Yeah.
You don't have protection for the.
You know
soul
what?
when you
Let me tell you something. None of your business.
die. Well, it is my business.
No, it's not.
Because if God died for you, it's my job to come here and pull you out. Of your
I recommend you to do to your own people, the British people.
Man, I would
They
love
need
to.
your help.
I would love to. And
We
if I was
do.
living in the
Listen.
UK, I would
Why
be
don't
doing
you?
it
Why
right
don't you do this in UK?
Because he's in
You-
Japan. He's in
now. I've lived
Japan.
here
He's not
more of my
omnipresent.
life than I have in UK.
But you're British, right?
Yep.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Like this is one thing. If you have a love, there is like you should love the British people and make them Christians.
Who says
Bring-
we don't? Who says we don't go to Britain?
Do it.
Well, we're
Yeah,
here.
live there.
We can't
When I
like.
go to the UK, I'll do it in the UK.
We can't
When
live
I'm in
there.
Japan, I'll do it in Japan. If I go to Nigeria, I'll do it in Nigeria. You know,
Okay.
it
That,
doesn't
I
matter.
respect that. Do that.
Can I ask
do
you
that.
what's your name?
Ken.
Ken. My name is John.
John.
That's Luke.
Luke.
This is Bruno.
Bruno. Okay, Bruno.
And
Okay.
hello, Facebook land or
Hi
whatever.
world.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. It does not mean that I'm like I am like opposed to the idea though. I learned about it.
Yeah.
You know, just like Buddhism
Yep.
or Islam or Judaism or
I've seen your
Christians.
videos.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice.
Yeah.
I learn a lot. You know, have faith. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
don't be scared and have always because I used to live with like Christian family, so they taught me something like you shouldn't have doubt because doubt is opposite of faith. You have to always have faith, which is amazing. I love that. Only thing is that if you come to our territory, you can obey our territory. Obey our rules. If you don't, what's waiting for you is
no law against
deportation when I have a power in my hands. I'm telling
War
you,
against Christianity in this country.
I will. I'm saying. I am
if there
saying.
was,
Not
you know what the
Christian, not Christian. People who doesn't respect our culture is gonna have no life here.
Any Christian who doesn't try and save other non-Christians
Yeah.
is disobeying Christ.
Disobey. I have a Christian friend. They are praying every day. They're like Orthodox Christian, by the way. Pray 3 times a day, and then they respect my culture, and I respect theirs.
Do they
That's
try
the
and-
healthy
do they
way.
try and teach you about Christ?
Huh?
Do they
If
try
I
and
ask
teach you
them,
about Christ?
we have healthy boundaries. We have
Jesus
healthy
Christ said
boundaries.
nothing about healthy
What's you-
boundaries. He said this: "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always to the end of the age." I obey this, or I disobey my Lord. And if your friend calls himself Christian and he won't try and teach you about Christ,
Yeah.
then he's disobeying his Lord. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
Well, it's very extreme.
It's not extreme.
Yeah, extreme.
It's just I read. I just read it.
Because if you think that there is only one God,
Which there
which is okay, one God, right? You say you deny all other God or like a religion or the belief.
Yep.
Okay.
That all the people who doesn't believe in Christian go to hell. I'm gonna say again, this idea will create war. Why do you think there is war in the Middle East forever? Because do you guys like only respect one? All the Jews, Islam, Christian. That mindset will create war.
Okay.
Knowing it's gonna create war,
Okay.
keep doing that. That's satanic. At the end of the day.
I'll tell you what's satanic. When
No,
you believe
have
that the
healthy
man-created
boundaries.
System, a man-created system is the supreme authority.
Yeah.
Now, what you have in Japan right now, because of the American influence post-war and giving you Article 9 and everything, you say we're a pacifist nation.
Yeah.
70, 80 years ago, you were not. You were a war-making nation like all the other nations in the world. Now, what is it? What is, well, there's a lot of people who deny that now.
I do.
Okay, that's interesting. You're flying against the fact of history. Irrespective, Japan went to war, committed atrocities like other countries. I'm not saying it was particularly bad. UK was bad, Germany was bad. We all did bad things.
Yeah.
Japan, you could say, had its own particular issues during the war.
Yeah.
But if you deny that, I'm not going to argue against that.
Oh, yeah?
What I will say is
Yeah.
that Japan was not pacifist. It had pacifism imported upon it, and now everybody thinks we've always been pacifist. Well, that's not true at all. Because all that's happened right now is you've got a system that helps you stop making war, but it hasn't changed the human desire to make war. And if you look at history...
So you believe we have the desire to create a war?
Well, absolutely, because Kamiya-san was talking about,
really?
look at our samurai spirit. We defended off the Portuguese and the Spanish. What is that? If not
Because they sold our women as a sex slave. The Spanish. That was Catholic.
Well, first of all, his history is terrible because that's not what happened. And secondly, Japanese people were doing a very, very good job of killing each other for 1,000 years. Sengoku Jidai. I mean, how long was that? Muromachi Jidai. Edo Jidai. Edo Jidai brought peace.
I respect.
by force.
Yes.
So if
but
that's not
you're saying that as a
sin-
Christian.
No, I'm saying it as a historian. The history of man teaches us nothing except that
was
man
long
has
time
used
ago.
all his ingenuity to
Yeah.
do what? To create very, very efficient ways of killing each other. You go to a museum about human culture.
Yeah.
What do you see? Weapons, 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 weapons. You see clubs, you see swords, you see guns, you see bombs. What is that?
Just like
It's not
Europeans.
evidence. Yeah,
Just like
exactly.
Europeans.
I'm not saying this is Japanese problem. I'm saying this is a human problem.
Exactly.
This is a sin problem.
And when there was a lot of war in Europe with slaves, there was Christian already. It is not the belief system.
Yeah, but
it
what,
is like
what you misunderstand is that I do not believe that you can have a Christian country where everyone in the country is Christian. What Christ said, the road is narrow and few will find it. Many will come to me on that day and say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And I'll say, I never knew you. There are a lot of people who call themselves Christians. They do not follow the words of Christ. Right? So
they're
if you have a
intelligent.
country-
They're
if you have
intelligent.
a-
They're not extreme.
Yeah, intelligent. You just said that
Because
there were
now look,
Christians who
me
did
and
slave-
you, we're kind of like agreeing. It's a good argument, but
yeah, it's great.
if
I mean,
there's
like-
a lot of people like you in Japan, and there will be a lot of people like me,
Yeah.
it's going to have a fight.
Yes.
Right at 1-1,
No.
this is just arguments.
This is
If
an
there's
argument.
hundreds of you, hundreds of me, it's going to be a fucking war. That's what you're bringing in. It is. It is. And this is our territory, so there's nothing you can say about it. At the end of the day, it's none of your business.
It is our business.
No, it's not.
It's absolutely
no, it's
my
not.
business because the king of the world told me to do this.
Okay.
That makes it-
I wouldn't say you're.
You tell me, if there is a law,
Yeah.
suddenly someone comes in and he said, let's kill all the Koreans in Japan. They made it a law, right? Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Is it right to obey that law?
No.
Why? It's the law of the country. That's your system. Is it wrong to say that the Germans made a law, we legalized the Jews, we kill them all? Is that wrong? Because it's what the Germans decided to do. How can we say, no, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that? Who are you to say to them, you shouldn't have done that? And who are you to say to the politician who says, let's kill all the Koreans and get them out of Japan? No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. That's why we don't choose that kind of laws. We don't choose that kind of
For now.
positions.
Well, that's what the Germans said before Hitler came into power. And that's what Japan said, no, we never make war, we're isolationist. And then they went into Korea, they went into Manchuria. Why?
Because that time, whether it's you eat or you be eaten.
Because that time it was
that
okay.
time was.
So at that time it's okay to go to war, but now it's not. What about 50 years in time when suddenly the world changes and it's okay?
Okay, what to do with the Christian values?
All your morality is just depends on the time.
Yeah, okay.
So that's you agree with that. Now
Yeah.
I turn around and say no. That was never right. When the UK went across a third of the world,
Yeah.
claimed it all, said, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. We've
Yeah.
got this great British Empire.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was immoral. That was wrong.
Yeah.
I can say that
Yeah.
from the perspective of the Word of God,
Yeah.
right? But if you take your perspective, at the time that was okay, everybody was doing it. You say, well, fine.
No, no.
yeah,
At the time, it was wrong, but
Why?
they couldn't stop it.
Why was it wrong?
You just shouldn't kill people, obviously.
Why?
Why?
Where'd you get that from? Because that's not what most people most of the time believed. I mean, samurai Japan, Edo Japan, there were people chopping each other like for no good reason. It was like, you're my superior, you didn't bow down to me, I'm going to chop your head off.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's not okay.
Because that's the Bushido code of law of morality, no?
Yeah, because you
And
have
in
to
the
predict
2,000 years ago in the Roman Empire, they were throwing people to the lions for sport. Is that okay?
It's not
Because that's
okay.
what everybody thought was okay.
It was the morality back then.
But it-
Now
is
it's
it-
different for now.
So morality changes
Has
with the
chi-
time?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
yes,
I
yes.
disagree with that. There is one absolute morality,
Yeah.
and people differ from it, or they come close to it. Either way, the only thing that guides us is this. It's God's word.
So the Jesus was the only person who said shouldn't kill. By the way, I like him, but I like him. The thing is, I'm not trying to argue the
No, no,
Christianity.
no.
It's just saying that you have your beliefs, do your things in your country, focus on that, on your belief more in your country. If you cannot
Absolutely.
if you cannot assimilate in Japan, you should leave. You gotta leave, man.
I've assimilated pretty well.
I don't think you did.
I've
You
assimilated
just
pretty
called
well.
everybody, all the conservative members, that they go to hell just because they don't pronounce their God as Jesus. That's not assimilation.
If
That's not assimilation.
If assimilation means disobeying my God, then I can't assimilate.
Okay, then you
But
have
if
to.
assimilation means
No,
living
in my way of assimilation, you don't need to like quit Christians. Please be Christians. It's an amazing religion.
But being
No. Let me finish.
Okay, let's-
let me finish. I'm not saying that you have to quit Christians, but if you come to a Shintoism country, you have to respect the country. You have to respect the Shintoism. You have to have a healthy boundary with them.
But being-
If you cannot do that, you gotta fucking leave.
But here,
You gotta live in UK. That's what I'm saying.
being a Christian necessitates
Yeah.
that we share the gospel, share the
That
good
way,
news.
that way you guys doing right now.
Yeah.
Then you are destroying the image of Christ, the Christianity. You are.
Christ said, blessed are you when people persecute and hate you for my name.
The problem with the book of the people, just take one word and just straight do that.
Yeah?
Even if that will create war or fight, you should do it because of the one line says it.
I believe-
You don't think about the context or flexible situation for that.
We have
That's
a
the
word for that.
problem.
It's called compromise.
Yeah,
We have a word for that. It's called compromise.
not being flexible
Being flexible on truth is compromise.
because taking one word
If
and
you
then
say 2 and 2 is 5, I'm not going to be flexible.
that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what
Truth
it
is
is.
that which corresponds with reality.
Yeah.
The reality is this, that Jesus Christ is Lord, man. He's Lord of Japan, and people need him. And he has the power to save, he has the power to change, he has the power to redeem, he has the power to forgive, he has the power to give purpose to people that are...
Look, the comment says, I think he's from Europe. Stop them from brainwashing others. Respect their culture and traditions. It makes
I
sense.
absolutely respect your culture and tradition. I think
Foolish visitors, can you understand what Ken is saying? Go study Shinto and come back.
Where can I study Shinto?
We don't have a book, so it's difficult. But these Christians will keep escalating and being rude. They do anything rude that they can get away with unnoticed. Ken Kenobi-san is honorable one here. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm not gonna convince you all.
No.
But the thing is, you have your opinion. I have my opinions. I'm just saying that if you keep continue being like this, you have no place to be here because you're not assimilating. I'm just saying. As much as I have respect for Christianity, and I want UK to be really Christian country, I want America to be Christian country.
Yeah, we
Being
do too,
ma-
we
yeah.
do too, yeah, of course.
That's why
And we want Japan to
that's
be.
not here. Have a healthy boundary. Have respect. You have less respect. You're not having enough respect to be here. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we differ in our definition of respect.
All right.
We're trying to save everybody from damnation and hell.
I understand. You guys are nice people. I can see in your eyes. When I see Christian people in the eyes, I know they're nice.
And I'll be very honest with
I
you,
know.
Ken, I've really enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Ken, yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate your honesty.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Anyway, like I'm gonna say, like wrap up with this English, okay? I say, make Christian country, make it Christian. Shintoism country, make it Shintoism. We've been here for 2,700 years of like history of being citizen country. We have emperor. You cannot come from UK and America says, nah, change your country, and otherwise all of the people, all of like thousands of people who were here, nice people, trying to like sacrifice their life for the country, they go to hell. It doesn't matter because they don't call themselves Christian. That's not wrong. That's not right. That's not right. Please respect. Make America and UK Christian and beautiful country, but don't push that. Please.
Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe and follow for more. Bye.